Hello and welcome. We are back again to exploring the E Squared Studio. Now in this episode, we will look at how to migrate an active project to a different FSP version. You may remember that FSPs are software packages that contain the board configuration, RTOS versions, security libraries, HAL drivers, peripheral drivers, and so on. So, what if you would like to upgrade, say, your old project to a new FSP version so that you can integrate the new features? Well, it's pretty straightforward if you have the new FSP pack installed. You may look into one of our other videos where we go into detail on how to install a new FSP in E-Squared Studio. So, considering we have both the old and new FSPs, let's try to import a project. We will import this I2C example project. Once the project has been imported, we will open the configuration.xml file to see the project contents. We shall first note the FSP version, which is 4.3.0. If we navigate to the Components tab, then we can see all the libraries are related to version 4.3. Now, we will look into the text contents of the configuration file. So, we can right-click on it and open with the text editor. In the text file, we will note the other important information which is embedded in text, such as the array configuration version or the value of the FSP version, which is 4.3.0. In this example project, the associated configuration files are not yet generated. So, in order to simulate the state of an actual working project, we will click on the Generate Contents button to produce the configuration files and folders, which are also very much dependent on the FSP version. Now that we have an example working project, we will try to go through the steps of upgrading the FSP version of this project. You may have just noticed that the folders such as the RA, RAGen, debug were just created when we generated the contents. That means these files have contents which are dependent on the project configuration. So, as the first step to upgrade the FSP, we will delete these folders so they are generated anew after FSP update. Next, navigating to the BSP tab, we will notice that the FSP version is actually a drop-down menu. When we expand this menu, the FSP versions available with this installation of the E-Squared Studio will be visible. There are quite a few versions available. Let's choose version 5.4, which seems to be the latest. When we update the FSP, the files that are related to FSP will be replaced or removed. We have already removed those files manually so that there are no conflicts or unsuccessful overwriting. When we press OK, all the relevant components for the project will be updated to version 5.4. Then we can generate the project contents and it will reproduce those configuration files and folders. These contain references to the selected newer FSP version. Now, if we revisit the Components tab, we will see that all the components have been updated to version 5.4. Also, opening the XML file in text view, we will see that the value of the FSP version has been changed to 5.4 and also the array configuration is version 9. In this project summary, the new FSP version is reflected and all the libraries that we included with this project has automatically been updated to those compatible with FSP 5.4. And yes, that is how you would update your active project to a different FSP version. See you in the next video.